All hail to the Christ within his temples, all throughout the world. This is your obedient servant, Reverend George Latimer Knight, coming before you once again from the great city of Toledo, Ohio. I thank and praise God again for 10 years in the internet ministry. And I'm coming to you in reference to an article I wrote just a few days ago called Church Politics. It is a very lengthy article, and I won't try to relitigate it here. But I got an anonymous comment on that article just last night, and I saw it this morning. I want to read it to you and address it in person, so to speak. Let me pull that up for you, and I'll read it to you right now. It says, very good article, but some things that are not mentioned in this article are when people in leadership positions are not trying to get the people to work together. I think so many people want to be in charge and treat people, members of the church, so badly. That is why some people do not want to come. Or how about how only certain people are allowed to hold certain positions? It's like the favorites and no one else can get in. I appreciate you, George. I appreciate the spirit. I appreciate what Father Hillary brought to the table. But I don't appreciate being stepped on because someone wants to make it to the top. I definitely don't think that's what Father Hurley saw in his vision. Well, God bless you, my reader. And I want to reassure you and I want to encourage you. That article, Church Politics, was written on Saturday, which will be the 15th. Because on the 14th of May, I was in an email exchange with a fellow minister who lodged various accusations against me. And I don't believe he was the author or the perpetrator of these accusations, but yet and still he presented them to me. And he also criticized the ministry that I had built up through the Spirit of God, both the internet ministry and the temple number 2, which I am the assistant pastor of. And it made me very angry, and it kind of threw my whole day off to a point. But I woke up Saturday morning and the Spirit of God overshadowed me, and I wrote that long article, Church Politics. And I want to share with the viewing audience that church politics is not bad. Church politics is not bad. You have to read the article, you'll understand what I'm saying. In my view, I look at good church politics and bad church politics. There's a distinction. So the commenter that I just read is speaking on bad church politics. And dear reader, I understand what you're saying. How you can feel as though the leaders aren't listening, aren't giving you a fair hearing, and I understand just how you feel. But I want you to understand that should not allow you to feel as if you have nothing to offer and feel as if there's nothing you can do. One thing I did not stress in that article, and when I want to write a few more articles and make that a series of articles, a point that I did not make that I was going to is that every time someone sought to hold me down as far as the church goes, as far as being lifted up and elevated, every time there was a push by someone or some person to hold me down, I was elevated anyhow. And I want you to know that no matter how people treat you, you got to stay in the game. If you quit, if you stay home, if you say I'm not going back there any longer, as I said in the article, which I did address, if you stay home, then the same folks that ticked you off and are doing the foolish things, guess where they're going to be, dear? They're going to be right there in the church doing the same stupid mess they've always been doing while you at home losing your blessings. Dear ones, we can't allow other people to cut us off from the blessings of God. I don't care how stupid church folk can act sometimes. I'm not going to miss my blessings because of anybody else. Praise the name of our God. I want to read to you quickly the steps that I put in the article. And I listed here 10 steps on how to fight bad church politics. I'm not going to read the explanation, just going to read them to you to recap it for you. 1. Learn to control your temper. 2. Don't respond to gossip. 3. Live a moral life. 4. Be open and honest about past mistakes. 5. Participate in various church functions, meetings, and events. 6. Prefer a ministry over a title. 7. Allow the Spirit to promote you. 8. Be flexible. 9. Don't let your title or position define you. 10. Let your works track record speak for you. Now, my dear reader, follow those 10 steps. Follow them. If people won't let you in a meeting, or you can't get the position or the accolades that you deserve, that you may deserve. Maybe it may not be just because you think you deserve it. You may deserve to be elevated. You may deserve positions in the church. You may deserve to serve on a board or on a committee or whatever. But if you're not being allowed to, you still show up anyhow. You do what you can do. As far as the Hagel organization is concerned, as far as our religion is concerned, there are a lot of things you can do that you don't have to get permission for, ask permission for. Go to Sunday school. Be there. Be there at your service at 11 o'clock. Get in the prayer band and serve there. I don't believe any temple has a set prayer band and only those people can pray. Whoever's there can pray. You be there on time and you pray. You be there for Friday night service if your temple holds one. Be at the convocations, the conventions. Be there every chance you get. And the Spirit will elevate you. That's my defense against bad church politics. That's why you don't see me making backroom deals with various ones. I don't have to get involved in that. I've stayed in the organization. I've done my best. I know I've been controversial. I know how I am. Praise Allah. I know I've been controversial. But I'd rather be controversial because I said something wrong in a church meeting than to be controversial because I got 3-4 women in the church knocked up, or because I'm walking in drunk or high. I've never been controversial as far as that, but people still have stuff to say. So my dear reader, don't worry about it. People said I would never get ordained. They will make sure of that. What do you see me? What do you see me have on this morning? I have a black robe on. I've had it for 8 years in office. But officials in the organization said I would never get here. But you know what? Those same officials are the ones that ordained me. Some of the same ones gladly laid their hands on my head and gave me the title Reverend. You see, no matter how you feel leaders are treating you, you speak your mind as respectfully, as kindly as possible. Speak your mind. Let your voice be heard as it is allowed to. And then you know what? You participate, you cook in the kitchen, you sweep the floor, you mop the floor, you vacuum the carpet, you wipe the walls, do those things. And I'm telling you from experience, the Spirit will elevate you. And after a while, even the same ones that criticize you, they'll be the very ones to lift you up. They'll be the very ones to tell you, oh, you know what, now you the deacon. Now you the church mother. Now you on this committee. Now you on this board. You won't have to ask for it. You won't have to jockey for it. You won't have to pray against anybody. Just hold on to God's unchanging hand. And don't allow church politics to allow you to forget why you're in the church. God, who is rich in mercy, touched us all this morning. He touched us and blessed us. Father Hurley did too much. He lifted us up out of a low state. He brought us from a low mind to a high mind. Don't you allow any fool in a church to turn you around. May God bless you. May God keep you. I feel your pain. I feel your hurt. I can feel you. I don't know who you are, but I feel the pain and hurt that you feel right now. But I want you to know that God is able. Hold on, my dear. Hold on. Hold on. A change is coming after a while. May God bless you and keep you. That's my prayer for you one and all.